isa siya sa finale na kung saan ang kanyang pag-perform ay talaga naman.
Oh my God! Grabe. Napaka-babaw. Sorry for the word. Hi, welcome to Wiser Pinoy TV. Again, this is James M. Vilon, and for today, we will be reacting to a video of Atty. Gadon attacking Miss Lea Salonga pertaining to the tweet of Miss Lea Salonga saying Putang-ina ang hirap mong mahalin, referring to the Philippines. So it actually accumulates a lot of reactions from the netizens, both positive and negative. And here comes Atty. Gadon, the person behind the impeachment of former Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno and former part of the legal team or the consultant legal team of former President Arroyo during the time of her administration. So for today, before I start with the content of this video, I would like to say thank you very much for the 1,400 subscribers of this channel. Thank you because you believe to the cause of this channel and of course for supporting me. And finally, I would like also to say thank you to my production team for the improvement. This is a product of the constant asking of feedback from our friends and our random viewers how we could improve our production to better serve our subscribers. So before we start with our reaction, I would just like to make some of disclaimers. Okay, so first is I have a great and high respect to the lawyer Atty. Gadon because as a law student, I cannot remove the respect that is due to the person. So this reaction is somehow a reaction of a citizen of this country who seeks for the better explanation, knowledge, and wisdom and understanding of the issue. So I would just like to remove, and I will just try to make myself polite as much as possible on this reaction video, just to give you a heads up. Okay, so let's start listening to the video of Atty. Gadon addressing to Ms. Lea Salonga.
Laos na singer na si Lea Salonga, no? Na galit siya sa Pilipinas, no? At minumura niya Pilipinas, ang hirap mo rin mahalin. Abay, teka nga.
Okay, I would just like to react about Laos, the term Laos referring to Ms. Lea Salonga because for me, Ms. Lea Salonga is not yet Laos. Regardless kung ano yung naging tweet ni Ms. Lea Salonga, later part we will try to analyze it. Pero addressing Ms. Lea Salonga as Laos, I think that is not appropriate because, and that is not correct because Ms. Lea Salonga is still appearing to some of the shows in the television. Currently, she still has the Voice, and she has a lot of guesting, I guess, with the other international shows all over the world because she is indeed a legend if we could truly understand what she had contributed to this country.
No? Eh di lumayas ka rito, ang dami nga nag-comment sa social media, eh kung mahirap mahalin ng Pilipinas at mumurahin mo rin lang naman ng Pilipinas, eh di umalis ka, no? Total naman, eh kahit Pilipino ka, yung
I would just like also to react on this statement na ang hirap mong mahalin. Kasi sinabi ka sa tweet kasi ni Ms. Lea Salonga, she said, "Dear Pilipinas, Putang-ina ang hirap mong mahalin." So, this particular statement, I think it's both literal and figurative. Kasi yung word na Putang-ina din is usually ginagamit na din yan ng mga ordinary na tao. And it has a lot of connotations. And I think she is entitled of her right to say that, pero as a public figure, yun na nga, doon na nagkakaroon ng conflict kasi maraming mga tao din napupuna. Pero I think sobra naman din kung papalayasin natin si Ms. Lea Salonga knowing that she is a Filipino citizen and she's paying taxes to the government, na palayasin natin just because she is not happy with the government. Because again, hindi natin kasalanan if may disgusto tayo sa government, if we are discontented with the government, kasi as a democratic country, part naman talaga yan ng right ng mga Filipino na mag-express ng opinion nila. And I don't think so na harm ang government natin sa statement na yan. Siguro nag-overreact lang ang public and including Atty. Gadon. Napakasakit din isipin na because you made a statement like this, papalayasin ka na, sasabihin ka na ng Laos. what I'm trying to say is, let us put the argument into a higher perspective by not attacking the person. Let's avoid ad hominems and rather try to attack the argument of Miss Lea Salonga, why she is wrong and why she should not say those words or tweet those words on the social media. Because kailangan din natin marinig yung side Miss Lea Salonga pertaining kung ano ba talaga ang intensyon at ibig sabihin niya. Kasi maraming mga problema sa Pilipinas ngayon. We cannot deny that because of the COVID, the pandemic is is the biggest factor why we have this problem. So, I think hindi lang naman din siya yung nagsasalita against the government. And let's continue. Let's try to hear ano pa yung sinabi ni Atty. Gadon.
Akin na nga doon sa Amerika. At isa pa, siguro, dito kasi sa Pilipinas, sa totoo lang, mas maraming mga artist dito na mas mataas at mas maganda at mas talagang kahanga-hanga ang achievements kaysa sa'yo. Unang-una, no? Si Charis Pimpenko. Si Charis Pimpenko naka-appear sa A-Opera at nag-appear din siya doon sa Glee, no? Na isang musical anong tawag dyan? Series, no? Oo. At doon sa concert ng No Less by David Foster, no? Ito.
Wait, napaka-cringy ng narinig ko from Atty. Lea Gadon kasi you're comparing two artists having different genre, different generations. Napaka-crab yung dating ng asta sa akin na kinukumpare mo yung success ng isa sa another artist na si Charis Pimpenko because both of them actually brought the Philippines into the international arena. Yung time ni Lea Salonga at yung genre ni Lea Salonga, hindi mo din siya pwedeng i-compete with Charis Pimpenko because going back to the time of Miss Lea Salonga, talagang when she won the Tony's Award, she really made a name for the Philippines and we cannot deny that. Even the name Lea Salonga appears to the different history books of the elementary and high school, recognizing her as one of the contributors of our good image in the international arena. Of course, Charis Pimpenko also brought the different kind of fame of the country. Ang sakit lang isipin na yung kapwa mo Filipino, ini-invalidate ka sa success mo kasi hindi lang nagustuhan yung sinabi mo. This is my personal take. Ayaw na ayaw ko sa mga artista na nagko-comment against the government na hindi nila alam kung ano talaga yung stand nila, saan sila tumatayo at bakit sila tumatayo ng ganyan. Ayaw ko na hindi sila nagre-research about their stance and their rights at binabalandra na lang nila ito na para bang nagsushooting sila sa isang pelikula na whatever lines they will try to throw with their emotions, yun na yun. This is different. When it comes to national issue, it requires you to research and to understand the issue before you make a stand. Doon ako nagagalit at doon ako against sa mga artista na hindi nagre-research. But Lea Salonga is different because she has been a good supporter of the government. Ngayon lang siya nag-stand against the government because meron siya nakitang mali. And again, hindi perpekto ang government. Hindi naman din ibig sabihin na ang government ay walang nagawa. But with all due respect, Atty. Lea Gadon, you're not part of the government but you're speaking in behalf of the government, karapatan mo din yun. Pero pag atakihin mo na ang tao, pinersonal mo na yung tao, kami mga supporters ni Charis at ni Miss Lea Salonga, nasasaktan kami bilang Pilipino kasi kinukumpara mo sila sa mga kontribusyon nila. Sasabihin mo yung isa na walang konti na yung nagawa, hindi siya sikat or hindi siya laos siya because ayaw mo sa comment niya or sa tweet niya. That's too unfair. Honestly, as a Filipino, masakit yan na tayo-tayo lang din ang nag-aaway dito. Let's try to reflect both sides. Let's try to continue watching.
No? Sa concert ni David Foster, nandito si Charis 2 times.
Oh my God, grabe,
yung dalawang
grabe.
concerts ng David Foster ito, dalawa, ay nandito si Charis. At hindi lang basta nandun siya, isa siya sa finale na kung saan ang kanyang pag-perform ay talaga namang pinalakpakan at nag-standing ovation.
We got the enumerations of the international icons ang dami-dami din nakasama ni Miss Lea Salonga because she worked in the international entertainment then, di ba? Sa international level. So, ang dami din niyang nakasabayan ng mga well-renowned na mga artists in the theater, in the Broadway. I do not know kung tama pa ba ang logic na ina-apply dito ni Atty. Gadon when it comes to attacking Miss Lea Salonga. Nakakalungkot lang talaga kasi matalino si Atty. Gadon because the fact that he is a lawyer and he is not an ordinary lawyer, he is a lawyer with a name, but you don't have to stoop down like this just to attack and humiliate someone para i-discredit mo yung nagawa niya, na-contribute niya sa field niya. Kasi napakababaw. I do not know if I could still continue the video kasi I already made my point. I think I would be very biased. Ang dating na kasi nito, nagiging biased ako. But I'm not being biased here. Talagang ito lang yung take ko based sa sinabi niya. Masakit talaga yung sinabi niya. Kasi yung Dear Pilipinas na minention na tweet ni Miss Lea Salonga, Putang-ina, it was not addressed to the Philippines. It was addressed to the system. Dear Pilipinas, Putang-ina, ang hirap mong mahalin. It was not addressed to the Pilipinas, but it was an expression of his emotion. That personal take ko lang din. You can also comment down kung ano yung personal take ninyo. But again, we could agree to disagree. Hindi kinakailangan na magsiraan tayo, mag-bash tayo, whatsoever. Kasi we are one nation at the end of the day. We are doing this because we thought we love the country. And we are thinking that we love the country. So we will do whatever we think is right just to express our love to our country.
Ang audience, no? Ayan. Doon sa unang concert, doon sa Hitman, no? Biruin mo, ang kasama ni Charis Lupenko ay sila Kenny Logan, sila Chaka Khan, Natalie Cole, no? Earth, Wind and Fire, All for One, at marami pang iba. Yun talaga, mga superstar yan, mga icons ng music industry. Pero kasama nila sa Charis on stage, no? At doon naman sa pangalawa na Hitman, kasama sila Peter Cetera, Brian McKnight, sila Catherine McPhee, Andrea Bocelli, si Boss Cags, si Michael Bublé, no?
I have seen many international icons praising and adoring Miss Lea Salonga sa taglay niyang galing at talent. Attorney, ito na yung application na sinasabi natin na play with your expertise. I cannot agree with you this time. I do not say that I do not agree you all the time, but this time I abhor your opinions and your statements against Lea Salonga. One, you are not as talented as her in her field. You're not a singer, you're not an actress, you're not a theater performer, you're not even a Broadway performer. So I think wala po kayong karapatan na mag-comment ng ganito sa isang legend sa music. You could attack Miss Lea Salonga in a better way. Hindi po ang ganitong pamamaraan. Kasi po, what you are trying to teach the young generation is to plant hate with those people who are also concerned with this country. Kami po na young generation, we are thinking Filipinos. We know ano ang tama at mali ngayon. We are keen observers po. Para lang din yung mga millennials at mga Generation Z, para lang nawala sa kanila sa amin. Pero we are actually observing and we are actually thinking ano ang tama at mali. So I hope this would also serve all the viewers to really analyze the content of the opinion. Huwag po natin tingnan kung sino po yung nagsasalita, but rather try to close your eyes and listen what your mind and your heart are telling you about the issue. I might not agree with Miss Lea Salonga's tweet. Para sa akin, it's too much. Pero I don't also agree with what you are saying against Miss Lea Salonga. I think I will not finish the video anymore because nakita na natin kung ano yung content ng video. Madudraw na natin saan siya mag-end. So I think 2 minutes and 33 seconds are enough to really make a reaction for this. I'm just having a heavy heart because this is very unlikely and unbecoming for a lawyer. I know na napaka straightforward ni Atty. Larry Gadon sa marami niyang interview, but I think Miss Lea Salonga doesn't deserve this kind of treatment. After all, she is Miss Lea Salonga. We should not deprive her of freedom to say that. Unless if nag-instigate siya, nag-promote siya ng hate against the government. There was no promotion, or there was no proposal to hate the government, but that was her personal take. So let's respect that kind of manner. So we will end this video, and I hope this would also help other people who do not know yet this kind of issue to make your own stand. So I'm not saying that you agree with me. I would appreciate if you would disagree with me, and you could professionally and politely comment it down so that we could discuss that in the next content of our video.